Seo Jahan's grandfather asked. What's this about a stepdaughter? What does that mean? Seo Jahan responded, clearly startled.
What do you mean by that?
Yoon Yeo-jin coldly replied. I mean exactly what I said. I'm not going through with this wedding. Seo Jahan, looking confused and panicked, shouted her name. Yoon Yeo-jin. Yoon Yeo-jin left the room, speaking one last line. Goodbye, Seo Jahan. Outside, the reporters whispered among themselves. What's going on? The wedding is off. The bride is running away. This is an exclusive. As Yoon Yeo-jin stepped outside, she thought to herself, I don't know what's happening, but this might be a dream. However, I've returned to the day of my wedding. So today is. Seo Jahan ran after Yoon Yeo-jin and grabbed her. What are you doing right now? Yoon Yeo-jin, acting this disrespectfully. Yoon Yeo-jin pushed his hand away and shouted, Let go of me. Let go of now. Let go of me, Seo Jahan. Seo Jahan looked at her, confused. What? Yoon Yeo-jin, tears streaming down her face, said, I need to go to the hospital. Seo Jahan, even more bewildered, asked, What did you say? Without saying another word, Yoon Yeo-jin ran toward the hospital. At the hospital, Park Hyunik, the lawyer, called out to her. Yeo-jin. Yeo-jin, I was just about to contact you, but how? Yoon Yeo-jin asked urgently. Uncle Hyunik, how are the three of them? Park Hyunik hesitated before responding. Well, Yeo-jin, your grandfather. The chairman has passed away. Yoon Yeo-jin, tears streaming down her face, thought to herself. Dad, Mom, why? Why couldn't you be saved? She remembered her wedding day. Even on the day of my wedding in the past life, my family was late without any notice. The ceremony was delayed for a long time, and then she received the tragic news of her parents' and grandfather's passing. Yoon Yeo-jin spoke aloud. Mom.
Dad.
Grandfather. She thought about the W Group. The W Group, ranked among the top 5 in the business world. It was the prestigious company my grandfather led. It's the same as back then. As soon as my grandfather passed away, the articles started pouring in. The articles flooded in, one after another. W Group, the only heir. The granddaughter's succession? What will happen to the successor? Yoon Yeo-jin bitterly thought. I thought it was a celebration, but it turned into a funeral at the wedding. Another headline came to mind. What will happen to the century's wealthiest family merger? Yoon Yeo-jin thought back to when she felt alone, believing that only Seo Jahan reached out to her. I believed it. The memory of Seo Jahan from the past echoed in her mind. While you take the time to heal, I'll take care of the group. Another voice of Seo Jahan came to her. The merger of W Group and Hajin Group. It's all for you, you know? Yoon Yeo-jin coldly reflected on Seo Jahan. Seo Jahan is the second son of Hajin Group. Though he was set to succeed, he intended to use W Group to fully control Hajin. She made a firm decision. I won't let go of the W Group, the company my grandfather built and my parents devoted their lives to. I won't let you take it twice. I won't let you have what you want. If you want W Group, I'll give you W Group. If you want Hajin Group, I'll let you have Hajin. But in this life, you won't get anything you desire. Park Hyunik spoke to Yoon Yeo-jin. Yeo-jin, if it's too hard, let me know. I can take over. Yoon Yeo-jin responded firmly. No, uncle. It's my grandfather's funeral. I have to take charge. Park Hyunik nodded and continued. All right. The shareholders have been notified of the news. There hasn't been much movement yet, but we can't be sure what will happen. Yoon Yeo-jin thought to herself. The shareholders? The whispers of them saying I'm too young, a woman, and an heir who hasn't even gone through the succession training. I can still hear their voices clearly. In the last life, during the shareholders' meeting, the merger was decided under Seo Jahan's leadership. Yoon Yeo-jin spoke decisively. Uncle, please continue monitoring the shareholders' movements. An emergency shareholders meeting will be held soon. She then added, and please look into CEO Seo Jahan's background. Park Hyunik asked in surprise. CEO Seo Jahan? He's your husband now. Yoon Yeojin fell silent for a moment before answering coldly.
No.
I will never marry him. I will annul the engagement. Kim Youngmin, vice chairman of W Group, spoke to Seo Juan. I can't believe Chairman Yoon passed away like this. And the wedding ended up like that, but CEO Seo Jahan is such a good person. He's even helping out with work like this. Seo Ji-won replied calmly. That's not the case, Vice Chairman Kim. Yoon Yeojin thought to herself. How shameless. Kim Young-min, Vice Chairman of W Group. In the past life, he made a huge contribution to the merger of W Group with Hajin. He had been recruited by Seo Jahan long ago. Yoon Yeojin asked Seo Jahan, Are you close to Vice Chairman Kim Young-min? Seo Jahan answered awkwardly. Close? Well, we've met a few times in business. Yoon Yeojin immediately realized that it was a lie.
A lie?
Yoon Yeojin thought for a moment before speaking. Can you come over here for a second? She then looked at Seo Jahan and said, You should go back now. Seo Jahan was surprised and said,
What?
What do you mean? I'm not even a guest. How can I leave? Yoon Yeojin coldly replied, Why not? We haven't even properly held the ceremony, and who are we to act like we're married? Seo Jahan paused for a moment before responding.
Look.
I know you're not in the right state of mind to think rationally. My grandfather and father are here, guarding the place. If I leave, what will happen? We can hold the ceremony again on a better day, Yeojin.
You need me right now.
What's the point of formality? I'll handle it well.